Okay, guys, I am currently at work, but I had to talk about this episode of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Another good episode. The trailer for the rest of the season also looks really good, so let's just get into it. The thing about Lisa is she's not a bad person. I don't think she's like people are saying, oh, she's the villain this season. I don't think she's a villain. I think she's actually a nice woman. She seems like she's, a nice woman. She's just very self-absorbed and lacks so much um social awareness. Like it's all about her and how she feels and what she wants, that she doesn't think about other people. Okay? So, for example, and like she's not a team player as well. That's another thing. She's not a team player. So, for example, at the end of this episode, um, Bronwyn and Todd have decided to. Well, they're going home and they've bought everybody plane tickets home. But some people, there was only limited spaces in first class. But the flight is literally less than an hour. It's like from like me going to Ireland, to Dublin, or me going to where's that place, Paris, or like Amsterdam or something. A very short flight. It's kind of like you're sitting in a car for under an hour. She just couldn't do it. She couldn't do it. I haven't flown coach since I was in college or what. God, shut up. Shut up. You came there in a private jet, which they paid for. They paid for your accommodation. They organized the whole trip. Okay, so for 45 minutes you can't sit on coach. Like this is what I'm saying. Like stuff like this, and I just don't understand how John deals with her. You were going to Whitney's man saying, "Oh God, I don't know how you deal with her." How does John deal with you? Because it's like you're so out of touch with reality sometimes. For example, last season, we had they went to Palm Springs, Trixie Mattel's thing. They went to a drag show. They were supposed to like do drag makeup or do no makeup or something. I can't remember exactly what. And she had a fit. Oh no, I need my glam. I need my glam. Oh my God. And you look the same with or without makeup, quiet as it's kept, as loud as it is. But she made such a big deal out of it. Something that's not even that deep. Like so for a short time, you can't even inconvenience yourself or do it for this. It's just rude. If I was Bronwyn, I would have told you, okay, piss off then. Like, I would have told you to find your own way home. Like, you would rather fly to LA to then fly to Salt Lake City just because you want to fly first class. John should have shut that down. But obviously, John, I don't know why, that dynamic of that relationship is weird as well. And can I just say, when John came and said, Todd wants us to leave if you can't get along with thing, you see how her behavior changed. She just started, oh no, I don't have an issue with thing. It's actually Whitney. She cannot take accountability. Like I think she probably would like have a seizure if she had to take accountability. There's something she needs therapy or something. She's actually insufferable. But again, I don't think she's a bad person. I think she's great for the show. I like her delusional way sometimes, but it's like she doesn't see past herself in a lot of things. Now Seth has lost his mind. Okay, first of all, Meredith ain't shit either. But Meredith, I'll get to Meredith in a minute. And Whitney's annoying as well. Okay, so we're at the dinner table, um, the night before they leave, and then not Bronwyn. Meredith says to Sean, Angie's husband, I didn't like how you said I used my son as a pawn. Okay, you did. You did use your son as a pawn. Sean did not say anything bad about your son. He literally just mentioned the fact that he thinks you used your son. And you're only pissed about it because you know it's true. And you're still using your child as a pawn this season because Brooks is not even here. He hasn't really been on the screen for a couple of seasons now, but you're using him as a storyline. Let's just be clear. I'm happy that Sean stood up to you and kind of said, well, I'm not going to give an apology because I'm not sorry for anything. I didn't do anything wrong. I never said anything bad about your child. So if I use your son and say something good, is that talking about your child? Is that any like, oh yeah, Meredith is a good mum to her son Brooks. So he's talking about you. He's not talking about your child. This is something maybe because I don't have children, but I'm not sensitive to stuff like that. But you know what you're doing, so don't pull it, Meredith. And then you have Seth. Well, first of all, you have Whitney getting involved about show the proof, Meredith. Like, girl, where was your proof when you were accusing Lisa? And last season when you're accusing people, like this is you are the last person to make any comment. But she makes this comment, and then Seth brings out his phone to show the article, and he's like, in your face, biatch, which basically means, bitch. And I just thought, no one is gonna say anything that this man did it. Maybe he did it in a jokey way, but he wasn't joking. He wanted to call her the B word. And Justin, you were protecting your wife against John, or had an argument with John because you were protecting your wife, but you didn't say anything when he said that to your wife now at the table in front of everyone. Really? Now, Meredith girl, I thought you were fading into obscurity on the show, but it seems as if from the trailer that after this episode you're more activated, okay? And we need that Meredith Marks back, okay? And I think you're coming back. Also, can I just say we didn't even have Heather in this episode, and the episode was fine. The episode was fine. Todd and Bronwyn, okay, their relationship. People are like, oh my gosh, their relationship is odd and stuff like that. No, it's not odd. She married a significantly older man that's old enough to be her dad. He was probably born in the 50s or the 60s. He looks like he's my dad's age mate. Okay, he's old enough to be Bronwyn's dad. Bronwyn is maybe about 4 or 5 years older than me. The dynamic, even though they're husband and wife, the dynamic will always be like parental kind of, okay? So the way he talks to her, I don't think he might not do it on purpose, because most of the stuff he's saying I agree with, but his delivery is very much like I'm telling off my child. And I don't think Bronwyn likes it either. Obviously, I'm sure that they have a lot of fun together, but obviously she said he embarrassed me at the table. So obviously she doesn't like it. Now, these are some of the things. When you get with a significantly older person, that dynamic is very common, okay? Is very common. It's not going to be like two people that are on the same age or the same age group, okay? And I think she also goes into her little girl mode as well, and she lets him like talk to her like that because maybe I don't know, but it's not new. This is very common in these types of relationship. And also, again, with Todd's age, the way he talks to people, the way his views on life, the way he does his no nonsense, that is very typical of men his age. Because my dad would probably be the same thing. You asked me about my daughter, because that is his daughter, really and truly. He might not be her Gwen's. Is it Gwen? Her biological daughter, daughter. But he's raised that girl for 10 years. That's his child, and he doesn't want to talk about it. And he doesn't want to talk about her absentee biological side. He doesn't want to talk about it. Now, the way he's saying it might be very head teacher, but I understand why he's saying it. But I mean, he's rich, so that's probably another reason why Bronwyn was with him. Let's not lie. She was a single mom. She's got with a guy that is very, very rich. He provides stability for her, parental kind of relationship. Maybe she had or not. I don't know if she had it or not. But this is very common with people that get married to very significantly older men. Now, last but not least, we have Mary and her son. This is actually quite a hard watch because clearly Robert Jr. has some sort of substance misuse issue, okay? Because last couple episodes ago, he was high as a kite. He seemed high this episode. Him and that girlfriend. I would have told that girl to get the hell out of my house. Well, not like that, but they come home late, they're sleeping late, they're eating, you come in to have a serious conversation, they're eating, the vapes are there, and all that stuff. It's messy in the room. Like, I think I don't know if he went to rehab, but I'm sure I read somewhere that like maybe a month ago he went to rehab. But, she's really concerned. And I love that Mary's been very vulnerable because I'm sure a lot of parents are going through something like this. When your child that you've raised, maybe you spoiled, especially if you're the only child, you feel like you're losing them to things that you can't control, whether it be, romantic relationship, friends, substance misuse, gangs, crime, whatever it is. And there's only so much you can do. And I mean, this even in the trailer, she was breaking down. But yeah, guys, this is another episode. Can I just say Heather wasn't there? I would rather watch Brittany than Heather, by the way. But yeah, next episode looks good.